Hey there, music fans. Welcome back to the Real Music Observer. I'm Dave, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there and me right here. So, Hysteria by Def Leppard is 30 years old. And my first response is, man, am I old. Look, the warm-up for that album, the fact that we were still so jazzed over Pyromania, and then there was such a gap between Pyromania and Hysteria, but being a record guy, I was told under wraps, basically at the time, all of the A&R guys were more or less telling me, hey, wait till you hear this. This is just insane. They got Mutt Lange producing, and he's in, one of the guys said, Mutt Lange is kind of in his Back in Black mode right now as far as production quality. And that these songs are so good, and just it would be worth the wait. Just hang in there. And finally, when the album came out, it did not disappoint. It wasn't one of those things where you were just, oh, well, we waited this long and we got this. The momentum was so big for this band. I mean, High and Dry was a great album too. So, I mean, when Pyromania hit, I'm a huge, that album impacted me a lot because I was in high school at the time, transitioning over to college, and the music on that album was just everywhere. And when Pyromania came out, I mean, it was rock stations. It was top 40. I mean, this thing exploded like you just can't imagine. I mean, I don't know of any albums today. Of course, I don't listen to a lot of today's music, but at the time, I think I actually owned the vinyl and the cassette of that, and then eventually I wound up with a CD copy of it. It was just everywhere, and Mutt Lange hit the home run that everybody thought he was going to hit with that. And one of the great producers, of course, was married to Shania Twain for a while and more or less launched her career. Back in Black was, I think, probably another one of his creative wonders, but I think he set the bar at a new level with Hysteria. So it's 30 years ago, and we were playing everything. I think I was one of the first guys playing Excitable, and I remember the record label said, hey, can you hold off adding these songs, because we're planning on releasing everything as a single eventually, and they meant it. I mean, there were only a couple songs they didn't release as singles, and rock stations, I mean, we were playing it all. We were playing Love and Affection. We were playing Gods of War. We were playing all of the sort of deep cuts that were further down on the album. But, as soon as that first note hits with the song Women, and then just right to the end with, I think it's Love and Affection, this thing is just a monster. And what's cool is next year it looks like Def Leppard is going to perform the entire album. So can't wait to see that. There were rumors that Def Leppard and Journey were going to tour next year. Wonder if that is up in the air, because I know Neil Schon said 11 months worth of projects. So if it's next year, it's going to be later next year. And then, of course, we have to resolve all of the conflicts there. But I know Ross Valerie had mentioned the fact that maybe, just maybe, they'd tour together. We'll find out. Right now, I think you'd put Def Leppard at the top of that bill. And they would certainly be the band to see next year performing Hysteria. Can't wait for that. Again, congratulations, Def Leppard, on 30 years of Hysteria. And the album has aged very well. And let's just hope the boys, Joe Elliott and crew, Vivian Campbell, they can keep on rocking for many years to come. I'm Dave, and we will talk again very, very soon.